Hello, welcome back to Firesense Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're going to continue on with Ever17. So, last time out, we had another really weird conversation with you. Then Coco came up with some really strange new sauce for our chicken sandwiches. We had a really interesting philosophical conversation with Sora about the meaning of life. And then, yeah, we just left the infirmary after talking to Tsugumi. She, woke up from her surgery and, wishes that we had let her die. So, yeah, just, you could appear talking to Sora. Takushi, what happened? Where's Tsugumi? Again, Sora was waiting for me. She looked concerned.
Oh, her? Yeah, she's fine. She's pretty quiet. I'm no doctor, but I think she'll be back on her feet soon enough. Besides, she doesn't look like she's dying. I think we can all relax.
What? Sora simply blinked at me. And then her eyes narrowed sadly. You shouldn't talk like that, Takushi.
Huh?
Tsugumi's very hurt, Takushi. She needs to rest more than anything, you know?
Ah, is that right?
I had almost forgotten. No matter how badly she treated me, Tsugumi would still be bedridden for months recovering.
You're right. I'm sorry. That came out a little harsh.
You had a fight with Tsugumi, didn't you? Her body stiffened as she asked.
No, I wouldn't say that. I was just disappointed with her.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
There was no way I could tell Sora what Tsugumi had just said to me. I still couldn't accept that she would say such a thing.
Never mind, just forget it. It's just that, I guess, I'm still upset at myself. It was my fault Tsugumi got hurt. You know, I just don't know what to say. She can be... damn it.
Takushi, please do not worry about it. Sora smiled softly. It was no one's fault that Tsugumi got injured. The situation here at Lemieux is not anyone's fault.
I mean, I'm sure it's somebody's fault, just probably not any of ours.
It was you who told me that. Takushi, I'm not sure what Tsugumi told you. All I know is that you saved her, and for that, I'm grateful. I'm just so happy that she was saved. Sora produced a bright smile.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose I should be happy, huh? Yeah.
I couldn't help but laugh along with her. It broke the tension. I embarrassedly scratched the tip of my nose.
You know, Tsugumi is really in a bad mood for some reason. Maybe she just didn't want to see my face. Yeah, that was probably it.
First she got hurt, then the operations. She must have been upset about that. Maybe that was all that was to it. Even if it wasn't that, I didn't want this to drag on forever. I had helped Tsugumi, and she was recovering. It was as simple as that. I was happy with that. And there was Sora smiling in front of me.
Hey Sora, are you busy right now?
What? No, not really, but... Takushi, are you sure you do not need more rest?
No, I'm fine. I already tried to sleep, but I couldn't, which is why I went for a walk. Let's make our way over to the Dolphin Carousel. We can talk.
I turned to her and slowly reached out my open hand. Why is he trying to hold hands with a hologram? Right. Sora brought her hand up and placed it on mine. Okay, I guess it somehow worked. Whatever. And then... we were off, riding the dolphins on the merry-go-round. Sora turned on the power to the merry-go-round, got on before quickly taking off. I rode on the dolphin next to her. The ride pulsated with vibrant colors as it revolved around the space. I hadn't ridden carousel since my childhood, but I didn't feel strange about it. In fact, it was fun. My heart skipped a few beats.
Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Thank you, Sora, for your help.
フォローそうですか？
My help?
Just keep it at that. Thank you.
いえ、そんな。私の方こそいろいろ倉成さんにお世話になってますし。
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've helped me so much.
それに小松さんにも田中さんにもココちゃんに少年さん皆さんに感謝しています。
Tsugumi, Tanaka, Coco, the kid. I'm in debt to everyone.
In debt?
私はここ数日で
Lately, I've been...
人が生きるということに改めて触れている気がしているんです。
I feel like I've gained a new perspective on human life.
みんな諦めないで立ち向かって工夫して。
That was a lot shorter than I thought. Everyone holds their ground. They fight and try to figure out ways to survive.
これまでレミューの業務の中では私はそんな人たちの行いにほとんど触れたことがありませんでした。
In all the time that I've spent here at the Mew, I had not ever really been with people.
Yeah.
もしもですけど、
It was...
もしもここに何も起きずいつもと変わりない光景が繰り返されていたとしたら。
this microcosm, day after day of the same scenery. Nothing changed, nothing happened.
人々が本当にそこに生きているということに私はずっと気づかなかったのかもしれません。
I didn't care what happened to the people
だ
here.
から私はこの機会と出会いに感謝したい。
But now I'm grateful I've met with this opportunity.
今この瞬間も
And I'm happy that even at this moment,
このような閉塞的な状況にあってもみんな生きていこうって。
despite what happened in this dour situation, people are still striving to live.
明日を信じて生きているんですよね。
Come on, everybody. We're leaving tomorrow so you can live today.
Yeah.
すいません。
Oh, I'm sorry. Sora shrugged, embarrassed.
私また不謹慎なことばかり言ってしまって。
I am always saying things I should not. I didn't mean to gush.
ごめんなさい。本当にデリカシーが欠けてますよね、私。
I'm sorry. Really, it was lacking refinement.
No, it's fine.
I laughed it off, waving my hand to show her it didn't matter.
You never saw it when Lemieux was empty.
What? You never saw it, the Mew, when it was empty. Nice. Alright, show the end.
You never saw Lemieux when it was empty. From the time you came to Lemieux and started working there, have always been people. It's natural that there were things you didn't know, that you had doubts and made
確かに
mistakes.
そうなんですけどね。
I suppose you're right.
So don't worry about it.
皆さんの脱出経路をきちんと確保できればいいんですけど、通信系の回復だって。
It would be great if we could ensure that everybody has an escape route, but even the communications are still...
That's alright. I know it's difficult. We're not expecting the impossible. We haven't even found a safe route out of here. Rather than us looking for an escape route haphazard, I think it would be best to wait for help.
ええ、そうですね。
Yes, I think you're right. Sora let out a soft sigh and smiled.
そうだ、倉成さん。ここから脱出できたら、まず何がしたいですか？
So, Takshi, you do make it out of here. What is it that you want to do first?
Well, I know that I want to eat something other than a kiosk sandwich. There's a great restaurant close to my home. It's run by a nice old lady. She gets along with everybody. She's got a round face, kind of like a classic
ク
car.
ラシックカー？
A classic car?
ビートルでしょうか？
Do you mean like a VW Beetle?
Right, just like the Beetle. That Miss Beetle makes a mean bowl of miso ramen. Wonder how she's doing right now.
なんだかおかしいです。
You're funny.
ここを出て最初に会いたい人がそのおばちゃんなんですか？
You get out of this place and the first person you want to see is an old woman.
Oh, is that weird?
いえ、その
No, not really.
倉成さん、お付き合いをしている女性とかいらっしゃらないのですか？
Isn't there a girl waiting for you back home? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to click no here. Yeah.
Yeah, to answer your question, no one's waiting for me out there. We broke up a long time ago. And it was a clean break, if you know what I mean.
そうですか。では倉成さんは恋をなさったことがあるのですね。
Ah, I see. You've been in love before.
I wouldn't put it that way. Well, our relationship wasn't your perfect love story, but I have been in love.
素晴らしいです、倉成さん。
Wow, that's great, Takashi. Sora smiled slightly.
Hey, stop teasing me. You're making me embarrassed.
素晴らしいですよ。
Ah, but it's really fantastic.
I'm pretty sure my face was as red as a boiled crab by then. And imagining it only made it worse, that's for sure.
だって私はないんです。
Well, I've never been.
What?
私したことないんです。
I've never.
Never what?
経験がないんです。
Never had that experience.
What experience?
This dude is really dense.
恋とは何でしょう。
Tell me this, what is love? Sora suddenly put on a serious face.
私は知りたくなりました。
I want to know. Alright, that just somehow managed to jam two totally different songs into my head there. That's great. We'll Hadaway and some Foreigner. I love it.
恋とは何でしょう。
What is love?
方法、手段、意味、目的。
Tell me its how, its method, its meaning, its
なぜ
purpose.
恋をするのでしょうか。
Why do you love?
どうしたら恋ができるんでしょうか。
How does one go about loving? Sora was firing off one question after another. It didn't seem to me like easy questions to answer.
倉成さんは恋の経験者ですよね。
Takashi, you are someone who has loved.
Here it
恋
comes.
とは何なのか、
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
どんなものなのか説明してはいただけないでしょうか。
That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. What is love? Can you explain it and help me understand it? Yeah. Can't explain it.
Let's see.
はい、
Yes? I tried to buy myself time by lengthening sounds as if I had an answer on the tip of my tongue. Love. What was love? I've never really thought that seriously about it. Wasn't there some other way I could describe it?
Nah, come on, think. Think already.
What was love? Well... How can I explain love to someone that's never experienced it? Love. What is love? Damn. I was running out of air. Well... I gave up. No more air left. Ugh. My brain couldn't work properly with such little oxygen. Ugh.
どうなさったんですか、倉成さん。
What's the matter, Takashi? For no reason, my heart started beating wildly again.
あまり無理をしないでくださいね。体を壊してしまいますよ。
Don't try too hard, Takashi. You're falling apart. Sora stood up
で
straight.
は、そうですね。自答してみましょう。
Alright, I will try to answer my own question.
私は私なりの見解を述べます。
Let me express my notion of love. Sora began to speak.
私はこう仮定します。
Let us imagine a flower.
花々は恋をしますか？
Can a flower love?
しないような気がします。
It seems to me it cannot.
少なくとも人間の目からは理解できる恋の行動は見られないようです。
At least from the perspective of human beings, flowers don't act in any way that can be viewed as love.
動物たちは恋をしますか？
What about animals? Do they love?
するかもしれませんし、しないかもしれません。
They may love, they may not.
恋であるように見える行動がある種の動物にはあります。
Some animals seem to act out of love. We have observed this to an
し
extent.
かしその真意はわかりません。
But perhaps animals do not understand the true meaning of love.
人間でいうところの恋と同義であるかどうかは不明です。
It's unclear whether it is the same as the human definition of love.
人間は恋をしますか？
Do humans love?
はい。人は恋します。
Yes, I believe so.
恋。それは
Love
つま
is...
り人に備わった不可思議な機能なのです。
Love is one of those mysterious things that people are programmed to do.
人間が生殖を行う上での一つの機能であり、
One of its functions is reproduction.
それでいて生殖そのものからは独立したものであるところの
But that appears to be a function independent of love.
Stop. But Sora continued to speak, so I cut my hand over her mouth.
Which isn't gonna work because she's not real.
Yeah, there we go. I put my hand over her mouth, but I couldn't feel her lips. Hey, hold up, slow down. I couldn't tell if her lips were warm or not. It somehow felt as if something were there, but then again, maybe it was my imagination. It definitely is, bruh. I felt, trying to see if there was some sort of warm feeling. Let's see. Let me tell you what I think. Why does a rose bloom? Why does a canary sing?
Sora just stood there blinking at me. Her eyes were fixed on me.
Love isn't rational. It's not something you try to explain through logic. It's something that's planted in the depths of your heart and steadily blossoms into something beautiful. If something goes wrong, the flower might wilt and die. But if the love is true, it may bear amazing fruit. There's no rhyme nor reason to the process of love. Even if you do find reason in it, love isn't an emotion that you can control easily. Love is something that visits like wakefulness after a slumber. Just as we awake in the morning to begin our day, we are put on this earth for the purpose of love. To live is to love. To ask what is the meaning of love is to ask what is the meaning of life.
I slowly removed my hand from her lips. My hand was slightly wet and warm? Sweaty, I'm guessing?
Sora, what do you think of my explanation? I might borrow bits and pieces from elsewhere, but I don't think it's all wrong. No, actually, I believe it's right. Did you understand what I said, Sora?
Sora nodded silently.
バラは咲くために生まれた。
Roses are born to
カ
blossom.
ナリアは歌うために生まれた。
Canaries are born to sing.
人は恋するために生まれた。
Humans are born to love.
そう考えるのはとても素敵なことですね。
I think that's a beautiful way of thinking. A smile appeared on her
も
lips.
しバラに意識があるとしても、バラ自身は咲くために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
However, even if a rose is born to bloom, I don't believe that a rose knows this.
もしカナリアに意識があるとしても、カナリア自身は歌うために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
And I don't believe that a canary believes its purpose is to sing.
けれど人間から見れば、バラの生命の目的は咲くことにのみ存在するかのごとく思えるし、
But from the eyes of a human, it might appear that the only purpose of a rose is to blossom.
カナリアの一生の目的は美しく歌うことにのみ存在するように思えてしまう。
Similarly, from the eyes of a human, it might appear that the only purpose of a canary is to sing.
きっと人間も同じなんですね。
It would appear that humans are probably the same.
多くの人は自分が恋するために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
I imagine that many people don't believe that they're living for the purpose of loving.
けれど私から見れば、
But from my perspective,
人は恋するために、ただそれだけのために生きているように思います。
I believe that they are mistaken. It would seem to me that people only live to love.
そういうことなのかもしれません。
It could be that that is how things are. The movements of the dolphins gradually began to slow. The music faded to a stop as the dolphin carousel continued to slow.
Oh, is this it?
I dismounted the dolphin and stood on the carousel.
Wish we could have ridden just a little bit longer. But that was fun. Let's come ride these dolphins again sometime. And that was a pretty deep conversation we just had. Sora?
Sora was still riding her dolphin, not moving.
What's wrong, Sora?
Sora looked up absently, but there's nothing in the air where she was looking. Only the sprawling, dome-lined ceiling of the dolphin carousel extending in all directions.
Sora?
ねえ倉成さん、
Hey, Takashi. Sora's looking up into the empty sky.
私は何のために生まれてきたのでしょうか。
Why was I created?
私が生きていることの目的は一体何なのでしょう。
What is my purpose? With the music stopped, the room was quiet. Different colored lights played off of the merry-go-round. The light reflected a hint of sadness off of Sora's face.
いえ、
I was
ちょ
just
っと聞いてみたかっただけです。
curious about it. Sora laughed as if nothing had happened, got off her dolphin, and came and stood next to me. I didn't know what to say. What was her purpose? At that point, I just couldn't find an answer to that question. All I could do was turn my back to the dolphins and head towards the dark exit. As I did, I looked at the ceiling, and there was no sky. It's really hard to wake up after you've gone back to sleep, and when I couldn't get up, I'd get irritated. And the reason I couldn't sleep was beyond me. I probably can't sleep because I'm so caught up in not being able to sleep. A vicious cycle. Man, this is really bad. I was still groggy, but thankfully I wasn't so sleepy as driving me crazy. I opened and closed my hand. My body seemed to be in pretty good shape. I shook my head a little. I slapped my cheeks. Then I breathed in a deep rush of cold air, breathed it out, and gradually cleared my head. Mustering up my strength, I jumped out of bed. I put the voice alternator back in my ears.
About time to start cooking breakfast for y'all.
But when I looked around,
No one's here?
the conference room was empty.
Oh, look, what time is it?
I checked my PDA display anxiously. It was just shy of 9 a.m.
遅い。
You are so late! You was standing guard in front of the kiosk. The kid, Coco, and Pee-Pee were sitting and waiting.
遅い遅い遅い遅い。
Late, 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 late!
たるんでるぞ倉成。
Takashi, you're a total mess. Yu's cheeks looked a little swollen.
Sorry, my bad.
もう待ちくたびれたぞ。
We've been waiting forever!
お腹減ったぞ。
Starving!
やだわ。これで本当にお腹と背中がくっついてしまったら倉成のせいなんだわ。
Look, if my belly actually sticks to my spine, I'm holding you personally responsible.
神よ。
Oh, dear lord.
お腹と背中がくっついて平べったくなってそよ風に乗ってインド洋の向こうまで飛んでいく私の不幸をお許しください。
Remember me when I whisked away to almost nothing and blown by the wind across the Pacific?
You're worried about being blown away by the wind? I think it'd probably take a hurricane to carry you off.
さりげなくひどいこと言ってない倉成。
You're real gentleman, Takashi. Yu's shoulders sagged for some reason.
I can't believe you guys haven't eaten yet.
I looked around at them.
ああ、それがね、
Well, you see.
挑戦してはみたんだけど。
We did try.
少しチャレンジャーすぎたというかね。
I'd say we tried a little too hard. They looked at one another with a mix of conflicting expressions. I cocked my head quizzically at them and went around in the kiosk's kitchen.
What's going on here?
There was an impossibly delicious smell, and a blackened, charred piece of fried tuna. Red, black, green, everything was splattered with mysterious fluid. The sandwich buns were colorful and sticky. The lettuce that normally went into the chicken sandwiches had been diced. I'd never seen such a shocking kitchen.
What on earth happened here?
ちょっと手分けしてみんなで作ってみました。
We try dividing up the work.
タケピョンも食べよ。食べてみよ。
Hey, Takepion, why don't you try some too?
Hey, wait. Is this food? You can actually eat this?
Yep.
Hey, kid, you serious?
一応
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
美味しいかどうかは
I don't exactly know if it tastes good, but
Why did you stop talking?
まあまあ、固いこと言わないの。
no, let's not be critical. Apparently there have been a number of reasons why I was in charge of cooking.
てなわけで、
Oh, righty then.
食後の休憩といきますか。
Time for a post-meal break. They all trooped over to the rest area. I had safely finished eating, but my stomach was still growling. Would I be okay? Doing the dishes was an unpleasant job, but with everyone's cooperation, we got the ordeal over and done with.
ねえねえ、タケピョン。
Hey, Takepion.
すぐみんの分のサンド届けておいたよ。
I took Scooby's sandwich over to her.
Oh, thanks.
I patted Coco's head. Before I tackled the cleanup, I had picked out some decent sandwiches and had Coco take them over. Whether the still recovering Scooby would actually eat them was another story.
Hey, Coco, was Scooby eating alright?
うん。なんかね、すごくお腹減ったって言ってた。3個くらい食べてたよ。
Yeah, she said she's really hungry. I think she ate 3.
Well, I guess she's gotten well enough to eat them.
すぐみん、早く元気になりそうだね。
She's getting better pretty fast, don't you think?
Yeah. That's Sugumi.
The night before, she said she wanted to die. Scooby was probably always just pretending to be tough. Distancing people by saying awful things was one of her bad habits. If she were eating properly, it must be proof that she wanted to live. As long as she recovered completely, there would be no more problems. Hey, it's a good thing. I felt my chest relax in relief.
なんかほっとした顔してるね、タケピョン。
You just got a happy look on your face, Takepion.
Oh, really?
すぐみんのことすっごく心配だったんだよね。
You're really worrying about Scooby, huh?
Feeling so transparent made me want to conceal the truth. No, it's not that. I was just thinking those sandwiches were pretty good after all.
本
Wow, really?
当？そっか、よかった。
Oh, good.
タケピョンのサンド、実はココが作ったのだぴょーん。
Actually, I made your sandwich all by my very own self.
あれはね、
Hey, you see,
秘伝のソースがたっぷりかかっているのだぴょろ
I use lots of my secret sauce.
ーん。マヨネーズとマスタードとハニ味噌と練りわさび。
Mayo, mustard, horseradish.
それから竜田揚げには塩コショウして醤油ちびっと垂らしてバターたっぷり塗って
Did some salt and pepper and a dab of soy sauce and lots of butter.
焼けたらシナモンとカルダモンとターメリックとナツメグと
What is wrong with this girl?
混ぜ混ぜして振りかけて
This sounds even worse than her last sauce. Jeez. I don't think Coco should be allowed anywhere near a kitchen ever again. Holy crap. Then when it was done, cinnamon and cardamom and turmeric and nutmeg and vanilla all shaken together and poured.
それからなんだっけ
And then, what was it again?
七味とカレー粉とラー油となんかピピが見つけてきたチューブを適当にぬりぬりして
Allspice and curry and hot sauce. Some tuba something Pee-Pee found. We used lots of that.
そこにすかさずレタスの千切りを間に挟む
And then we stuck the lettuce in between.
合成っしょなかなか見た目も綺麗だったっしょ
That gives it right and pretty too. I think that might be a violation of the Geneva Convention. That is horrifying.
ここ味見しなかったからちょこっとドキドキもんだったんだけど
Well, if I didn't taste it, I might have been scared off.
そっかあれ美味しかったん
Wow, you mean it tasted okay?
じゃあ次の食事もココが作ろうかな。いいかな。
Well, maybe I should make the next meal too. Oh, please, no.
No, you don't have to do that. I'll keep doing the cooking. Just listening to her is making my gut ache.
Gathering my wits, I went to the bench where you and the kid were sitting. Coco and Pee-Pee trotted along behind me.
ねえユウ、空はどこに行ったの？
Hey, you, where did Sora go?
何か脱出の手がかりがないかどうかもう一度調べてくるって言ってた。
She went to go look again and see if she can find some clue to help us escape.
3階のセンサーの反応が少しマシになったらしいから。
What she said, sensors on the third floor are working a little bit better.
ふーん。
Did you see Sora, you?
I cut in front of them.
ああ、クラナリが売店に来る前に少しね。
Oh, yeah, for a minute before you came to the kiosk.
I see. Did Sora say anything else? Did she seem different somehow?
別に普段通りだったよ。
No, not really. Same as always.
Okay. Well, that's good.
クラナリ、空に何かしたの？
Takushi, did you do something to her?
No, nothing.
なんか怪しい。ならいいんだけど、なんて言っちゃってさ。
You're pretty suspicious. Why'd you say it? Well, that's good.
ま、チクチク追求するほど、あたしゃ野暮じゃございませんけどね。
Not that I'm the type to hound you with questions or anything. I think that's exactly the type you are.
で、実際どうなんですか、クラナリさん。
So, what's the story, my dear Mr. Takashi? She laughed and pretended to hold a mic in my face.
今のお気持ちは。
Will you tell me how you're feeling right now?
I don't care what happens, I'm not talking to you.
へいへい。以上、レポーターの田中がお送りしました。と。
This is reporter Yu Tanaka reporting live. She threw an invisible mic.
あ、そういえば
Hey, that reminds me. Kid muttered, glancing at me.
たけし、夜中に部屋を抜け出してたみたいだよ。
Apparently, Takushi sneaked out of his room in the middle of the night.
お、地上筋から有力な発言。
Oh, relevant circumstantial evidence. Well, this time the invisible mic was pointed at the kid.
散歩かなと思ったんだけど、
I thought maybe you were
た
sleepwalking,
けし、非常階段を走って登っていったから、
but you ran up the emergency stairs, so...
僕はその後すぐ寝ちゃったんだけど、ちょっと気になってたんだ。
I went to sleep right after that, but it's been bothering me.
というわけらしいけど、どうなのクラナリ？
What do you have to say for yourself, Mr. Takashi?
言いたくなければ別に構わないと思うけど、
If you don't want to talk about it, don't worry.
何の話？面白い話？
Huh? What? Are you talking about something fun? All of their eyes were fixed on me. Bathed in their attention, there was no way for me to escape the mic.
Ugh. Alright, I'll confess. I was just meeting Sora.
I try to be as honest as possible.
ほほう。
Oh.
Well, I went for a walk and ran into her. I was awake, so we chalked his fight stock together.
ジョギングって感じじゃなかったよ。慌てて走ってた。
And it didn't sound like jogging, more like you were running.
音が結構響いてたから。
The sound really echoed. Well, you know Sora, she can run so fast, I'd hurry just keep up.
足速いも何も、空って走れるの？
Forget fast. Sora can run?
Let's not get into the details, kid.
いた。
Ouch. I cuffed him on the head.
あ、わかったよ。
Alright.
そうだよ。プライバシーの侵害だぞ。
Yeah, it's an invasion of privacy.
Listen, you're the one that started this with your whole reporter act.
あれ？そうだっけ？
Who, me? She stuck out her tongue. No one seemed inclined to question me further, so that solved that. Everyone milled around the rest area. I felt the energy drain out of me. I wasn't tense, but I wasn't relaxed either. Maybe I was just tired. I sat quietly, thinking. When I couldn't sleep, I've been pondering all sorts of things. About Tsugumi and Sora. Sora made me think about all kinds of questions. What was love? What were people? What was the meaning of life? What was she herself? She was more worried about things than I was. I didn't know the answers. The stress of so many unknowns was starting to get to me.
で、あるからして。
Which is why? Hearing Yu's voice, I returned to Earth with a jolt.
ギリシャには多くの神々の物語が伝わっているわけです。
So many Greek myths been handed down to us. Yu was standing in the middle of the room, apparently giving a lecture. The kid, Coco, and Pee-Pee were sitting on benches, listening obediently. I ended up listening myself.
そうそう。ほら、そこんとこに石像がありますね。なかなかどうして芸術的な一品ですが。
See that statue over there? It's rather lovely. She turned around and pointed at the statue in a corner of the rest area.
美しい彫像とその作者の愛。それにちなんだ物語を私めが語ってみせましょう。
The beautiful statue where the sculptor loved her. I'll tell you their story.
お、本。
She gave a melodramatic cough. Then she turned back to the group and began gesturing and talking.
昔々、キプロスというところに彫刻家の青年がいました。
Okay, well, before we actually get into her whole little story here, let's go and call it for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time.